Hey everybody, welcome back to the Coaches Show here on CIH Media. As always, we're joined by Mike Perkins, the head coach and general manager of the Bozeman Icedogs in the NA3AHL. Coach, we took a week off, but we're back. How are you?
I'm doing well, Eric. Thanks. Appreciate it. Missed you. Looking forward to talking to you here today.
It was Veterans Day last week. First of all, again, big congratulations to you and your family. Miko's a Marine now, right? Everything's official, or is all that taken
Full
care of?
full-fledged Marine. He's actually at what's called MCT Marine Combat Training right now before he heads off to his schoolhouse, which is where he'll train and do his schooling for what's called his MOS, which will be his job in the Marines. So we're excited. Obviously, we're very proud. Appreciate you mentioning it. Thank you, and looking forward to watching him grow and what he does.
Well, big thank you to him for his service that will be coming up here soon. That's just so awesome. Well, we had the week off last week, so we need to rewind a little bit. Let's go back a couple weeks ago to the doubleheader on Friday and Saturday, the 7th and 8th, against Gillette. Fell in the first game, but came out and just took it to them on Saturday night when you guys beat them 7-0. Seemed like a tale of two games, really. One night didn't go your way, the other one completely went your way. What was your assessment of that weekend?
The Friday night's game, we were leading 1-0 going into the third. We had a lot of scoring opportunities earlier in the game that we didn't capitalize on, and we just gave them a little bit of life. And they came out in the third and got a goal. We made it 2-1, and kind of I was hoping maybe that put them to sleep a little bit, but unfortunately they battled back and they got the second one and the third one, and then they scored two empty netters to make it 5-2. But a tight game. But we got to score, and we outplayed them in that game, and it's unfortunate you lose the game in that fashion. But then we did come back on Saturday night, and we got out early and scored 5 goals in the first period, and really never looked back from that point there. And we had again, I think maybe the score could be even more at that point. In the second and third period, we had quite a few chances that we didn't capitalize on. But to get that win, to make it 7-0, sure felt good. I know we've been kind of ebbing and flowing a little bit with wins and losses right now. But the guys are working hard. We're in good spirits, and we'll continue to improve and grow. We expect a lot of our younger guys to kind of step in some injury situations, but we're definitely been hit with a little bit of the injury bug.
Did that game on Saturday night a couple weeks ago feel like maybe the most complete effort of the year? I know a lot of the times in your league the score doesn't necessarily represent how the game went, but 7-0 seems like a statement win, especially over a team like Gillette.
Yeah, it was a bit of a statement win. I mean, I think we've had a few other games that are a little bit more complete than that. I can say for the most part, the 10 wins that we have this year are, we've had full lineups. We've had pretty much everyone healthy, and that's, I mean, I think it's indicative of most teams that have success and win games is when they have a full roster. So we're really working on trying to get everybody back to healthy. And unfortunately, when we feel like we have Bruns and Martin coming back into the lineup, we're going to lose Steckleberg here for at least a couple weeks with a lower body injury. So bummer to lose him. Obviously, he's a big part of our point production, and but some guys are gonna have to pick up the pieces and get some pucks in the back of the net. So yeah, we're gonna keep working at it, and we got at it today. We just got off the ice and had a good practice today. Good, like I said, good energy and some good flow. So we got to get prepared for Badlands, who's battling in the standings too. They've kind of been ebbing and flowing themselves a little bit. So and they're a good team and well coached. So I fully expect a good hard weekend of hockey here in Bozeman.
You talk about losing Lex for a few weeks probably, and when you go to make your lineup changes, is it as simple as just moving somebody from the second line to the first line, or are you looking at a complete picture and maybe you're just bumping up different guys who have different chemistry just to make the lines work?
Well, I think that's a trick, right? Is trying to find some chemistry and some guys that we think that are going to be able to work together. The biggest position to try to recover on is our center position. Our centers are really the heartbeat of our team. Our center and our defensemen. Don't get me wrong; the wings are important too. I'm not saying that, but the center position really holds down the fort in a lot of aspects, whether it's on the defensive side or offensive zone side and the rush attack as well. But it's like Friday night we were missing both Bruns and Trufant out of the lineup on Friday when we played Helena, and really the score was indicative of missing two, top nine centermen out of the lineup, and it hurts, that's for sure.
You said just before we started recording that Friday night against Helena, that 7-2 loss, you felt like you didn't come out very well. What did you notice? Was it a factor of maybe going on the road, or what do you think? Was it a start to finish thing, or things just kind of unraveled all the way through?
We came out in the first period, and I thought we played pretty darn good hockey. We went up 2-1 going into the second, and then unfortunately we took a couple penalties and they capitalized on it. And it's tough to recover against a team like that when you give them special teams opportunities. They're very good on the power play and can make some things happen. So we got to do a better job of staying out of the box. And if we do take a penalty by working our butts off, and we just get a odd call here or there, or you never know. Sometimes they're bad calls, and we just got to play through that. We got to find ways to kill that off, and we'll continue to work on and improving our special teams.
And then on Saturday night against Great Falls, the Americans won that one 4-1, and you felt like you outplayed them all night long. It just didn't go your way. Is that a case of that's just how hockey is sometimes?
Uh, I thought that they played okay too. I just thought we outplayed them. We outshot them. We outchanced them. We outhit them. We outpossessed them by almost 4 minutes. We had the puck 4 minutes longer than they did. They capitalized on their special teams again, and I think that was really the tail of the tape. And it was 1-1 going into the third, and they capitalized on their power play chances, and we didn't. And that's really if we're going to give up a power play goal, then we got to get a power play goal, and we got to keep pace with them, and we didn't do that. And we hit throughout the game. We hit 3 crossbars and 1 post, and Ryder's a good goalie, and he made some good saves. So it's unfortunate, but we've had a good battle with Great Falls. On the season series right now, we're up 2-1 on them, and I knew they were going to give everything they could to try to win that game. It was at home for them. If we win that game, that would mean we stole 2 out of their building this year.
Mm.
So we got 3 more. We got one at their place and 2 back here in Bozeman on the way out of the season here. I think we play them one more time before we go to the showcase. I think we play them the weekend before. So I'll look forward to seeing how we respond to playing them again. But it's a good battle with them. They got a good team, and we'll fully expect them to come out and battle with us.
Let's talk about your goaltending a little bit. Russell Newman and Jack Ryan split the last 4 games. They played 2 each. How'd you like their performances, even though you were only able to come away with 2 points out of the possible 8?
Yeah, I think both guys were very confident in both of them. We feel like they both give us a chance to win it on any given night, and they're our last line of defense, and those guys battle hard, and they play for their teammates. So I got to give them a lot of credit. Battling through all the things that we got to battle on a day-to-day basis, and it's not just us. Every team goes through injuries and all that kind of stuff. It just happens to be hitting us a little bit harder right now.
You're like the San Francisco 49ers of the NA3HL right now. You got to battle through those injuries, next man up. I had to get that reference in. You knew I had to do that. Well, a big part of the squad is defense, of course. You talk about it, how important they are to the team. And today we are going to talk to a defenseman. All right, we got joining us today. Seth Hanson is here from the defensive core of the squad. Seth, thanks for doing this. How are you, man?
I'm good. How are you? Thank you.
Hanging in there as we get into these cold months. It's gonna be a fun time. All right, so we look at the last couple of weeks with the team. Won 1 out of the 4 games. As a defenseman, what's part of your role in keeping the positivity amongst the squad?
Whenever the guys are getting down, just try to pick them back up and stay level-headed is what we're trying to do here. We've been riding our highs really, like when we're doing good, we're doing really good. When we're doing bad, we're not doing so great, and we've been really riding those emotions. And I think we need to get to a level spot where everybody's on the same page, pulling the rope in the same direction, and just having fun.
One thing I've always wondered, because myself, I never played hockey, but back as a defenseman, of course, you're communicating with your goaltender, you're communicating with your line mate there. Do you guys, as defensemen, ever notice anything on the ice and then go tell your forwards, like, "Hey, this is what I'm seeing"?
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff. There's a bunch of little games inside the game is the best way to put it. You know, certain hands of what guys are. So if a guy's coming down and he's a right-handed versus left-handed, there's different things you do there and different communications. You know, when our goalies stop the puck, say they rim the puck into our zone, our goalie picks it up. There's different call outs for different directions to pass the puck or what to do. So communication's a big part. It's a huge part of the game, and without it, you can't really do anything because you're just guessing.
In your one win over the last couple of weeks, the big win over Gillette, that 7-0 win. You got into it a little bit with the opposition. I'll put it that way. Obviously, I mean, you got to be going out there and protecting your guys. I imagine that's what led to the fight. At what point do you decide to yourself, I got to go protect my guy?
Um, well, I'm trying to get better at keeping my emotions in check. You know, I've been suspended and ejected quite a bit this season, a lot more than I'd like. But when I see a guy that like these are my brothers out here, and I'm willing to die for them. And if I see one of them getting their face punched in, and they want nothing to do with it, it's different if they're fighting back. But
Hmm.
when they're defenseless, to me, that's a sign for me to step in and make sure that they don't get injured in any way, or just make sure they're all right.
Oh, I love that. That's an interesting one. I like the idea of if they're in a defenseless position, that hey, that's up to you to go in there. And you guys got that win that night too, so I'm sure that helped heal the wounds for suspension a little bit. You
A little
guys
bit, yeah.
you guys got two games coming up against Badlands this weekend. What are you doing to prepare for this doubleheader?
Just trying to get most sleep I can, get good meals in, and just same thing I always do. Just try to keep it the same and go about it how I do every other weekend.
All right, so you say keep it the same. So what are your game day routines? Take me through what a game day in the life of
Um,
Seth Hanson looks like.
well, ideally I would sleep in, but I'm on a schedule, so my body just wakes up about 7:38 each morning. So wake up about 8, get a little bit of breakfast in, maybe hop on the Xbox for like an hour or
There you
so.
go.
Uh, take a nap, take like an hour or so nap, and then get up, get moving, go get some more food, and then head to the rink, just get prepared for the game.
Do you have any game day superstitions? Like, do you have to eat a certain thing before the game? Do you have to tie your skates a certain way? What do you like to do?
I'm not a big superstition guy, but I do like to put my left everything left first.
Hmm.
So tie skates like my left skate first, everything before my right. So
All right.
that's about it. Other than that, not big superstition guy.
Is that because you're a left-handed shot? Is that where that comes from? Do you think?
I don't know where it came from. One day I just decided left is the way to go, and it's just stuck.
Well, you're from the area up there in Montana. You're from Billings. You played for Bozeman here for the last couple of years. What's it been like to be able to move up and play in the junior league close to home?
It's been fun. A lot of guys are moving several states away and everything, and I'm just 2 hours away from my parents and family, so it's a lot easier of a switch for me. And I got in billet with Steckelberg, Lex Steckelberg.
Mm-hmm.
I live with him, and we've been playing together since we were young, so we've been good buddies. And I was coming up here and staying with him before I was ever even on the team too. So it was an easier transition for me than most guys, I would say. But there's still the struggles. You're not with your family. You don't have your parents to help you out with everything, and you kind of just got to grow up. You got to figure stuff out on your own.
Would you say that's the biggest adjustment you had to make when you switched over from high school now into juniors?
Yep, I would say the biggest adjustment was yeah, just growing up, not looking my parents to do my laundry and buy me food or whatnot. I gotta actually kind of do it on my own, and it's good.
Well, Seth, thanks so much for doing this again. Good luck this weekend against Badlands. Go grab 4 points, and hey, you know what? I'm looking forward to that first goal this season. I feel it. It's coming.
Thank you, thank you.
You know, Mike, we were talking about Seth a little bit. You talk about how big of a personality he is. What has he meant to this squad?
Well, definitely, his presence, he plays with a little bit of an edge. So, other teams know that, he plays with his heart on his sleeve and a lot of emotion, and he's willing to stick up for his teammates. You got to have guys like that. Yeah, there's some days that he goes over the edge, but I'll never discount the fact that he cares about his teammates and he'll do anything for them. And, um, for us as a team, we need him on the ice because he's a dang good hockey player. But obviously, having that presence on the ice that he's willing to stick up for his teammates is a huge part of it as well, especially at the junior level.
I'm gonna put you on the spot here for a second. You got an NHL comparison for him? Who do you think he's most like?
Oh, wow. I don't know. There's plenty of guys. I mean, uh, you take a look. I mean, obviously Trouba's right-handed, and Seth is left-handed, but the same kind of veteran presence that Seth has. Trouba has the ability to make good outlet passes and step up on the offensive side of things, but also can deliver some hits and step in and some of the tough stuff when he needs to. And that's where Seth does a great job for our team, and everybody on the team knows it. But the other side holds true as well. If you're in practice and you mess around with them, you better be ready.
Goodness. All right, 2 games coming up this weekend. You're back at home. You got Badlands for a pair. What are you looking at going into these 2 games?
We've had good games with them. I think we've played them twice this year, and we've had really good games with them up to this point. And so I expect more of the same. They're well coached and they play hard, but we're gonna be at home and in front of our fans, and we're gonna have to play that way. So we're excited to get back at it and change our luck a little bit with some hard work, and we'll look forward to the weekend.
All right, as we get to the end of today's episode, like we always like to do, I'm going to give you the floor. Anything you want to talk about?
Yeah, I just want to continue off the brotherhood that we have in our group. I think it's if you're around us at all, whether you're a fan or our bus driver or on the team or our equipment, medical people, you can tell real quickly that we're a pretty tight knit group, and we have a lot of guys that care about each other. And being a coach, it makes it really easy to come to the rink every day. And I always said, if there's a day that I don't like to come to the rink, then I should probably think about being done with what I do. But these guys make it easy to come to the rink every day. They're fun. We were just talking off air about how they kind of pick fun at each other, and that part of it's fun on a day-to-day basis. They get into that a little bit with them as well, and poke a little fun at each other. And the best part is, and Hanny is definitely one of those that if you go at him, I don't care if you're a coach or a player, who you are, he's going to come right back at you. So he's pretty quick-witted, and so some of that stuff is the real fun part of a hockey season.
Oh, Mike, good luck this weekend. Go grab 4 points. We'll talk to you next week, and good to see you.
Thanks, Eric.
You've been watching the Coaches Show here on CIH Media. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at CIH Media. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and X as well. And we'll talk to you next week. Bye, everybody.